Hi, welcome to Coffee Break with Researchers. Today I'm having a coffee break with Peter Olsson. He's a researcher at the Center for Environmental and Climate Research at Lund University in Sweden.
Coffee Break with Researchers presents you with unique insights from the world of academia and higher education. In this series, we have conversations with team members of the Naturvation project, funded by the European Union's Horizon 2020 programme. Coffee Break with Researchers makes scientific knowledge accessible to all.
Peter, thank you very much for accepting this invitation to have a coffee break with me. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, and thank you very much for inviting me. How do you do?
I'm doing great, thank you. Having today, as usual, a black coffee from Indonesia. Which one are you having?
I'm having a local coffee. It's raw, as I call it. It means it's black coffee, but it's very strong, as we usually make it in South Sweden. It's just a black coffee of a local brand, but it's not grown here. I don't know where it's grown.
But it's black. That's really nice. I like to hear that. Peter, I want to talk with you about the tool you're working on, the Urban Nature Navigator. Could you please tell me what the tool is about?
So this tool is all about being able to value, assess and understand how urban green and blue infrastructure can help people in cities. It can be things like how the trees can help, how much can the trees help you to cool down during a warm summer day, or how much can ponds and dikes and whatever kind of blue infrastructure you have help when you have a storm surge. But it's also about culture things, like how much do people appreciate to use the park for different cultural events, or social things like will it help with equity to have a park or will it not? Things like this.
That sounds pretty awesome tool. How does it work?
So it operates on 3 levels. It's a basic level where you can simply explore and get a very basic idea how different green infrastructure may work, or how trade-offs and are between different kinds of green and blue infrastructure. You can compare then a lot of different indicators that are social, cultural and biophysical, how they in general will work together for different kind of green infrastructure or nature-based solutions, as we call them. The green infrastructures are things like street trees, it can be a park, pond, pocket park, green roofs, etc.
And why do you think it was so relevant to develop such a tool?
Well, it was very relevant because we couldn't find anywhere where all this scientific information were put it together and made available in a simple way for anyone to access. So we expect people like planners, different stakeholders, that can be NGOs, it can be companies, it can be private citizens that would like to change an area or develop a completely new area, that they could have a look on into this tool to get ideas and inspiration of what kind of green and blue infrastructure are important for them.
That sounds very nice to be involved in. So can you tell us something about your personal experience in developing the tool?
This tool has been very interesting to develop. We are several scientists and scientific organizations across Europe that have been working on this, which is a challenge by itself. We have also worked cross disciplines, which also is an additional challenge. I think the largest challenge has to be in that we have worked iteratively with stakeholders, which means that we have made like a first version of this tool or first part of the tool presented to stakeholders in 6 different cities, got feedback, went back, redone some part, developed other parts that was not included, removed some parts. Naming is very important. We have done this kind of iterative development with 4 stakeholder meetings, you can say 4.5. So we have developed this tool together with them. So it's scientists, stakeholders. It has been a very interesting trip. I learned a lot, especially how people outside academia is looking upon things and thinking about things.
Well, thank you for sharing that. That was indeed quite interesting, and it's very impressive to hear. So finally, what can you say about what users can learn from the tool?
I think users can learn from this tool mostly to compare what different kind of green and blue infrastructure in urban areas can help them with, for free, you could say. And I think that's the main goal. We are living in an era where I think, at least where I'm living and operating, where green is not so popular in urban areas. But actually people probably need to know about what it gives them and what do they lose if they miss it. So I think this is important.
Peter, thank you so much for those valuable insights. It was a pleasure to have you here in a coffee break, and I wish you all the best for future research and hope to see you soon again.
Thank you. Hope to see you very soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
If you are interested in more details about this tool, you can find the link here below. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye-bye.